Meghan Markle can join Tony Blair on the list of people I like to call the unflushables. The Z-list actress who married up is back at it with the long-awaited launch of her multi-million-pound podcast, Archetypes. In the first episode, she explains how ambition can be seen as a bad thing for a woman. She was joined by her really close friend, Serena Williams. So, the podcast was a discussion between a woman who has worked incredibly hard for what she's got, obtained fame and fortune on merit and merit alone, has real things of value to say about women striving for success, and indeed the obstacles they face. And, well, then there's Meghan Markle. Meghan, of course, took the opportunity to have another subtle dig at our royal family, saying that she didn't realise ambition for women was a bad thing until she married Harry. This implies that it's hard to be a woman in the royal family, which I imagine came as a huge shock to our longest ever reigning monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, who is, of course, a woman. Meghan appears to have a mistaken understanding of what the word ambition really means, especially when it comes to the royal family. The ambition is not to launch clothing brands, to engage in brash publicity stunts, or be filmed by Netflix. No, the ambition is about dedicated national service. The Queen has done more for charity than any monarch in history. The Charities Aid Foundation revealed that she's raised more than £1.4 billion for worthy causes. Meanwhile, there are reports that Meghan and Harry's Archewell charity spent more money on legal fees in its first year than it raised for good causes. I think Meghan's probably right to an extent, though, isn't she? Ambition for women can be a bad thing, especially if that ambition happens to be shamelessly using a royal brand to achieve fame and fortune and wanting to be seen as a force for good in the world without actually putting in much of the work needed to be a force for good in the world. For somebody who appears to have despised the royal institution so much, it does seem slightly odd to me that Meghan is so keen to hang on to a Duchess of Sussex title. In fact, I'm surprised that Meghan actually has any fingernails left, because in my view, she's been desperately clinging on to relevance by using that royal title ever since she found freedom by crying into Oprah's bosom. But I suspect what will hurt the royal family more than any of Meghan's barbed comments is what she's done to Prince Harry. I can't help but feel like she uses Harry as some kind of pathetic trophy to beat the royals with. Look what I've done to your prince. I've turned him against his family, made him move continents, and I've lobotomised him with wokedom. It really is toe curling to see what's happened to Harry. Once this lovable rogue who served this country, now just a simpering, cringeworthy husk of a man, wheeled in like an obedient, slightly slow on the uptake dog to add clout to Meghan's brand. It's clear for all to see. Meghan needed Harry to propel herself to fame and fortune. She used to hide behind him, didn't he? Use her as her rock. But he served his purpose now, hasn't he? He's served his purpose, and now she only wants him to make cameo appearances during interviews and sit there like a good little boy. It's tragic. I sat through a fair bit of Meghan's inane virtue-signalling nonsense, but personally, I'd rather strap weights to my ankles and jump into a vat of acid than subject myself to any more of it.